Suspended. Texas mayor reveals Jake Paul and Mike Tyson suspended from boxing? In a surprising turn of events, boxing sensation Jake Paul and legendary fighter Mike Tyson have been suspended from professional boxing for 24 days. This suspension is not due to any misconduct or foul play in their recent fight, but rather a mandatory safety protocol enforced by Texas law. The bout took place at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, attracting an impressive crowd of over 72,300 fans. This event not only marked a significant moment in boxing history, but also broke the record for the highest gate in Texas and ranked as the 9th highest in U.S. combat sports history. Streaming numbers were equally staggering, with a peak of 65 million households tuning in via Netflix, despite some technical issues during the broadcast. The fight, which lasted for 8 two-minute rounds, was governed by the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, TDLR. According to Texas Administrative Code, fighters are required to observe a rest period following their matches, specifically 3 days of rest for each round fought. Given that Paul and Tyson engaged in 8 rounds, this translates into a 24-day suspension aimed at ensuring the fighters have adequate time to recover from any injuries sustained during the fight. While the matchup was heavily anticipated, the action in the ring did not live up to all the hype. Tyson, at 58 years old, was fighting in his first sanctioned professional match in nearly 2 decades. He opened the fight aggressively, landing a few quick punches, but his energy waned as the rounds progressed. Judges scored the bout decisively in favor of Paul, with one giving him an 80-72 advantage and the other two scoring at 79-73. The suspension underscores the importance of fighter safety in the sport. The TDLR has implemented these regulations to protect athletes from the potentially dangerous aftermath of a fight, including concussions and other injuries that can arise from intense physical competition. This regulatory framework is part of a broader effort to ensure the well-being of fighters at all levels. As both Paul and Tyson navigate this suspension, it raises questions about their future in the boxing ring. For Jake Paul, this fight was another step in his journey to establish himself as a serious competitor in boxing, following a series of controversial bouts against celebrities and former MMA fighters. His ability to draw large audiences has made him a lucrative figure in the sport, but he still faces skepticism regarding his legitimacy as a boxer. Mike Tyson's involvement in this fight also rekindled interest in his legendary career. Although Tyson has long been retired, his return to the ring generated considerable excitement, particularly among fans who grew up watching him dominate the heavyweight division. However, the fight served as a reminder of the physical toll that age can take on an athlete, raising discussions about the appropriateness of such matchups in professional boxing. The public reaction to the suspension has been mixed. While many fans understand the necessity of such regulations for fighter safety, others express frustration over the implications for Paul and Tyson's careers. The boxing community is closely watching how this suspension will affect their next moves, particularly as both fighters seek to maintain their visibility and relevance in a competitive sport. The spectacle of celebrity boxing has undoubtedly changed the landscape of the sport, drawing in new audiences and generating significant media attention. However, it also raises ethical questions about the nature of competition and the responsibilities of those involved in promoting such events. As the 24-day suspension progresses, fans will be eager to see how both fighters respond to this setback. Will Jake Paul continue to build on his newfound boxing career, or will he face further challenges as he attempts to prove himself in the ring? For Mike Tyson, will this experience serve as a final chapter in a storied career, or is there still more to come from the former champion? In conclusion, the suspension of Jake Paul and Mike Tyson serves as both a reminder of the rigorous safety protocols in boxing and a reflection of the evolving nature of the sport. With the eyes of the boxing world upon them, both fighters have an opportunity to reassess their paths and redefine their legacies in the ring.